Hi, I'm homosexual Brian Safi.
And I'm feminasty Erin Gibson, and this is Throwing Shade, where we take a weekly look at all the issues important to ladies
and gays
and treat them with much less respect than they deserve.
Well, this morning I threw my keys away in the dumpster, and I literally had to put my entire body in the dumpster and get my keys and get out of the dumpster.
Wait, a real dumpster?
A real dumpster.
Not like a tiny baby dumpster.
Like a full-blown... I had eaten a Kind bar, and I was like, fuck this, and I was doing environment, so I lifted up the dumpster, kept the Kind bar wrapper, threw my keys in the dumpster.
Now, I have a question. You just happen to be next to a dumpster eating a Kind bar?
What the fuck else it's Monday. Yeah. No, it's the dumpster outside our building.
Oh, I see.
And
you were just strolling around.
I had just been to the bank depositing about $150,000 worth of checks into my account.
Oh, wow. Did that take a long time?
Yeah, that's why I bought the Kind
They're
bar.
They're all under $1, right?
Yeah. Took a long time. It was residuals from a VH1 show I did 10 years ago. So I literally threw my keys away. I had found a cinder block that I had to step onto to hoist myself into a dumpster like this, holding the lid up, got in the dumpster, took out the keys, got out of the dumpster.
How much other garbage was in there?
Not that much. Like some, for sure.
Yeah, but not enough where you raise up and there's a banana peel on your head or spaghetti on your shoulders.
Nothing like that. Although, believe me, I wish.
I got him!
I know.
Banana peel.
If there had been a camera there, I would have put the banana peel and the spaghetti on my shoulders, and I would have come up like this. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
So
just
wonky.
with the fun egg face or whatever. There was egg dripping down my chin.
Did you shower after that?
Nah.
Yeah, why?
It's good for the immune system. I'm a growing person. You know what I mean? It's good to
I do believe it's good. I think giving babies Purell and stuff is a bad thing.
Well,
to
everyone's
do.
got fucking measles now. Do you know this?
Well, because of the anti-vaxxers.
Yeah. Listen, and you
coming
know
to my Disneyland?
Yeah.
Spreading their disease?
All these fucking Jenny McCarthy, Oprah. This is all I'm saying.
Oprah didn't do it.
Well, Jenny McCarthy went on Oprah to talk about it. So Oprah
gave her the platform.
Oprah gave her the platform. This is what drives me crazy about it. Is you know what drives me extra crazy? The people who have
white people.
measles. It's all like rich kids.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Just people who are like, I'm better than the system.
Exactly. And I feel like all these women, mothers, are now running around in Gelson's being like, my son did get the measles.
You think they're proud of it?
We're very rich. I think they might be. It's a badge of courtesy. Not courtesy.
Yeah, courage.
Richness.
Well, do you think
Ducats.
That's how you do bank loans now? You go in and you go, I don't vaccinate my children, and they go, approved.
Yep.
Stamp.
I think that is how it goes.
I watched Cats.
You did?
Yeah.
Wait, like the stage show or
yes.
the circus?
A musical recording of the musical.
The one you bought for a penny?
Yes.
Tell me everything. Did you love it or were you obsessed with it?
10 minutes in, I did not know what was happening.
Yeah.
20 minutes in, I did not know what was happening.
Most popular musical in the country.
I didn't understand why they were there. Mm-mm. I didn't understand what the fuck they were saying.
Nope.
I looked up the lyrics and I didn't know.
No.
Why is there there's a fucking Freddie Mercury cat, no thanks.
Yep.
There's an Angela Lansbury cat who's Angela Lansbury in Beauty and the Beast.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Angela Lansbury playing a teapot, playing a cat.
Yeah.
There's the Hours cat,
yeah.
the sad old one.
I could decipher Mulholland Drive way before I could ever decipher Cats.
You need a full Egyptian cipher to understand what is happening in that. I know you had to have at least smoked pot. Did you watch the Stone Cold Sober? I couldn't. I ate a pot cookie, it didn't kick in, and I was like, well, this is a shame. Yeah. Not that it would. No. And I was watching with my friend Allison, and I was like, are we not getting something?
No, I know. Isn't it shocking?
Is it me?
Here's what it is. People who love it are that stupid that they don't even think there should be a plot. It's not geniuses who are understanding that show.
Explain to me how this isn't the biggest prank that Andrew Lloyd Webber ever fucking played on America.
Total con.
Watch out, Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah. Yeah,
Andrew Lloyd Webber's on the scene and he's making cats.
Absolutely.
You think you're going to dress him like a bad grandpa?
Yeah, exactly. No,
that's the biggest prank.
Punked supreme. We've been punked for like 3 decades.
Where does it even go?
I don't know.
Here's the only thing.
What happens at the end? Does she go to heaven?
I didn't watch it. Okay. I had to take it out of my DVD.
You didn't even make it to memory?
I hurled it out of my window.
You didn't even make it to memory.
No, and here's why it's a fucking con. If you don't know Cats, you think, oh, the song Memories, which is a song you can understand every word to, every lyric to, and you're like, so clearly there's a beautiful song in it.
They took a song that made sense
and nothing else makes sense.
Put it in a scenario where it was out of context, even in the show it belongs in. That it makes absolutely no sense.
I would like to argue with Darren Aronofsky and his fucking whole filmic theory that everything has order and there's math and everything, because that show proves him wrong.
Do you think Darren Aronofsky is embarrassed by Pi?
Because of all the fisheye close-ups?
Well, just because, like, you know what I mean? Like, what do they call it? What's that place?
Schadenfreude?
No. What's that place that everyone does now?
The place everyone does?
Brooklyn? In Brooklyn. Yeah, but in Brooklyn. Berkshires? No. The place in Brooklyn.
Beardies?
No.
Monocles.
Not Williamsburg.
Ascot.
The other one.
Oh,
Bushwick.
Park Slope.
Bushwick.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember my original question. But
well,
is
something
it
about Darren Aronofsky being responsible for Bushwick.
Does Darren Aronofsky think Pi is Bushwick?
Well, the only thing I remember about Pi is a confused young man, a pedal.
Yeah.
And an old Jewish
Black
man.
And white, angles like this.
Yeah, too many angles.
MTV2.
It was German expressionism / MTV in the 90s.
It was.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, glad we cleared that up.
Are you watching The Bachelor at all?
No.
Okay.
I can't, because it makes me sick.
Yeah.
All those women, the dumbest women.
They do it to the men too.
It all makes me sick. It's just like, if you've ever, I don't know how anyone who's ever had a waitressing job or a retail job can watch The Bachelor. Because
they're all on it, by the way. Those are exactly the people who are on it.
Everyone that you have to deal with when you're dealing with the American public are on those shows.
Yes.
What's happening with the farmer?
Well, he still has no upper lip, and he's still trying to figure out whether he likes the girl who was trying to put on the whole Kardashian look for last week. And the other girl.
Was she doing it just for him? She was doing Hervé Leger.
There was a pool party instead of the rose ceremony, and she goes, well, I was going to do my whole Kardashian look. And then she
said that.
Yeah.
She said it.
Yeah.
She said the sentence.
Yes. She's also a virgin.
So she's like, that's my angle. I'm just going to say I'm a virgin.
You got to have a gimmick. If you're on The Bachelor,
I'm not a virgin.
Exactly.
You can't.
But that's about all that's happening. But so you can understand why it's 2 hours a night.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And the recaps. What I like about reality shows is you don't actually have to watch them. All you have to watch is the before and after commercials.
I have to say,
then you're all set.
On Real Housewives now, all I watch is the reunions. I can't even stomach the episode. Can you believe that I can't watch that show anymore?
It's boring.
It's just too much now. It's boring. It's more scripted than ever. I only watch the reunions because at least there's some spontaneity there.
Why? What? I mean, at what point does everyone stop caring?
I think it's about to. Although, the reason I think The Bachelor still works is because there is still a sincerity there that's fun to watch. Like, I think,
by who?
You just get the feeling that at least sincere. I think some of those people are like, maybe. I think some of those women are like, they're like, maybe I will find the love of my life. Maybe one day
I'll get cast in a reality show.
And I think this guy Chris probably actually does want a wife that he could just pick up in Hollywood and take to Iowa. Like, I actually think that's like I think
what is that girl gonna do on a fucking farm? They think they're just gonna fuck all day and do corn?
In cold blood.
They're gonna get murdered with shotguns.
When I was younger, my sister
50s, 60s.
In the 60s. My sister and I used to prank call this like everyone. Didn't you used to do that? Like prank call people all the time?
Yeah.
So we used to prank call this woman, and we used to say to her, she'd pick up the phone and she'd go, hello, and we would say, we thought it was hysterical, Jim and Annie has a fanny and some panties that are ugly. And we would say that because her voicemail, her answering machine would say, hi, you've reached Jim and Ann, leave a message. And we didn't realize until like 2 years later.
That was Jim and Ann and not Jim and Annie?
We thought her name was Jim and Ann. We thought it was one name.
Oh, that's brilliant.
That has nothing
Why did you, well, back up.
We stopped the rhyme.
Why did you find this out in the first place? Jim and Annie.
Oh, because, well, we prank called her, and the first time we got the answering machine, it was like, hi, you reached Jim and Ann. And we thought it was so funny.
So you randomly dialed this number?
Yes. And we were like, why would a woman be named Jim and Ann? And so then we would sing to her, Jim and Annie has a fanny and some panties that are ugly, all the time.
I bet she loved it.
She didn't stop it. There were ways to stop it.
In 8th grade, I rewrote all of the lyrics to Numb so that it was specific to our family, and then that was our outgoing message.
What was Numb? Was that U2?
It was a U2 rap.
Yeah, okay, I was right.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So do you remember any of it? Is that the one
it's making me sick. It's making me sick.
Your face is turning red. Is that the one that does Chicken Cherry Cola?
No, that's
Savage Garden.
I thought you were talking chicken, the Chinese
chicken. That's
one thing
else.
Of the answer. By the way, it was very long, and my parents did allow me to do this. And one of them was the whole song is the Edge.
I remember
rap
it.
talking or whatever, and then Bono sings the
and feeds them
chorus.
milk or something.
Yeah,
I remember.
And so the Bono part is the only part I remember, and I think I do have it written down somewhere, but it goes like this. We're not home. Leave the message at the tone. That was the last part of it.
Oh, that's great.
You know what? It's the same feeling that I have in my stomach right now as like when I think about guys that I fucked who like were gross.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
Really? Mm-hmm. I thought it was cute.
Thanks.
So, none of that has anything to do with this.
Proudest thing I've ever done in my life.
Do you want to know what my connection to the Jim and Ann story and this story is? That it takes place in Alabama, and I thought it sounded like that.
Oh, Alabama? Macon?
No,
that's Georgia. Sorry.
Yeah. Big fight right now in Alabama because late last week, the constitutional ban in Alabama on same-sex marriage was overturned. Basically saying, like, yes, you can get gay married here. No problem at all. In Alabama, which is out of control and insane. So people are obviously freaking out, but state officials there are refusing the order to issue licenses and are saying that they don't have to.
So it's kind of like the thing that Florida was doing where they're like, you can say we have to do it, but our offices are all shut down.
And these anti-gay politicians are now saying that they might not even issue any marriage licenses if the Supreme Court the Supreme Court decision rules in favor of equality. So straight people can't even get married. They're just like, marriage is shut down.
That is classic Southern parenting.
So classic. This comes on the heels of the State of the Union, where Obama, first time ever, publicly endorsed gay marriage and said
he doesn't give a fuck anymore.
It says that it's America at its best, which is insane. The only other president to ever talk about gay marriage in a State of the Union address was George W. Bush when he talked about a constitutional amendment to ban it. Those are the only two times that gay marriage in a State of the Union has ever been addressed, and obviously very different.
And George W. Bush was talking about the deodorant.
Which one?
Ban.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Oh, he was just like, gay marriage.
Deodorant.
I still use ban.
He does a lot.
Do you know that someone told me
that's how his brains work.
Do you know that one of the best shampoos you can use for your hair? I've read an article.
Mane and tail?
No, but maybe. Prel.
Why?
Who knew?
Who said that? Did you read that on Prel.com?
No, I did. I go there every day. No, but apparently it's something like unless you color your hair, which I think is most women, right?
Is it clarifying? Is that what it does?
I guess it's supposed to just be the best.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Anyway. So,
and it only costs what, a nickel?
It's basic. I don't even think you can find it in regular stores. I think you have to like go to
special
dollar stores.
Order it.
Yeah, or like go to I think it's one of those like dollar store specials or whatever.
So I can't get it at Neiman's.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not getting it.
Can you get mane and tail there?
Yeah.
You can.
Right next to the Hervé Leger, in between the Laura Mercier.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
All of it.
So the Attorney General there, whose name is Luther Strange.
Great.
Has asked for an indefinite stay on this so that people can't get married right now. And other judges, like I said before, have just said that just to disregard the ruling.
Way to go, Alabama.
In Alabama. And that they don't need to comply with it at all.
So the defense is, you're not the boss of me?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Their defense is, you're not the boss of me. Obviously, people do want to get married there, and they're like, absolutely not. A new survey, this is interesting, by Zogby, I don't know, says that...
Who is this?
I don't know. Zogby.
I want to start a survey site, but what do I call it?
It's a New Zealand clown. Zogby.
Children, are you ready for the biggest clown in New Zealand?
Yeah, Zogby. So Zogby took
he's
a poll.
He's a nose
triangle
looks like a cute.
Because they just can't get it together. Did you hear that Bjork and Matthew Barney are like split up?
I heard something about her album where she was like, I can't get anybody to listen because it's a male-run industry.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Huh. So she's just...
I downloaded it.
A lot's going on in her life is what you're saying.
Lots happening in her life. Anyway.
How's her front pony?
It's great. That front pony is still coming straight down the middle of her face, like that time that I saw her in United Artists Theater in Union Square when I went to go see Gattaca.
Are her eyes far enough away to sustain something like that?
That's what I didn't understand. They must be. Because when I saw her, ponytail here, coming down here.
Yeah.
Just blending in.
Askew either way.
I know.
Let's say she puts her coat on weird, you know, and then one eye's gone.
What would they do?
Yeah.
Well, Zogby, the New Zealand clown, said that voters are more likely than ever to not vote for a candidate who does not support same-sex marriage.
So they're more likely to vote for someone who does support gay marriage.
Yes. Okay. But that them not supporting gay marriage.
Of course, Zogsby would say it like that. Yeah.
I know. Them not supporting gay marriage would be like, well, then maybe I won't vote for you. More likely than ever.
Oh,
which is
interesting.
Which is obviously putting...
Because millennials?
You can do that. Say it again.
Millennials.
Yes, because millennials.
Yeah,
and this has obviously become an awkward situation for Republicans because.
Wait till we get to my shoe. I've got some awkward situations.
But more Republicans than ever are also not even saying the word gay marriage this year. All these presidential hopefuls so far, like no one is saying that anymore. Like they're not even bringing it up because they know. Well,
so when someone says, what's your stance on gay marriage, they just slowly walk backwards.
Yeah,
and then put the curtains in front of them.
And then they do a backwards dive, which I could never do.
Oh, yeah.
So
if they don't have water, do they just make it into a backbend?
They do.
Yeah.
They do. Did you ever see Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken?
I think I did.
I think we've
Is
talked
that with
about
Uma Thurman with the big thumb?
No, that's Even Cowgirls Get the Blues.
Okay.
Ridiculously long titles. It shouldn't even matter. Anyway. Cut to Mike Huckabee last week, who said that if the Supreme Court rules in favor of equality, states...
That's an insane sentence to say.
He didn't say that, by the way. He said that if the Supreme Court rules in favor of gay marriage, that states don't have to obey the decision and could refuse to provide licenses. Not true at all.
That's not how the government works.
Article 6 of the U.S. Constitution says that any federal law, any law of the U.S. is supreme law of the land.
Yeah,
that's
why we fought the Civil War. Is that correct?
Oh boy.
Revolutionary?
Yeah. I mean, it's just the law. It's just if there's a
wait, what was the
United
war?
States law is the law of the land.
What was the war where the states fought the federal government? That's not a thing that happened. But why do I know the contiguous states of the United States?
The only wars that have ever been fought here...
Revolutionary.
And civil. Which was not civil.
It was... Yeah. It wasn't civil either.
I don't think there was a war against the government.
Wasn't there a thing of states' rights versus federal rights?
Maybe
it was just a slap war?
Yeah.
By the way, what is the slap? Have you seen these posters for this thing? Yeah,
it's Zachary Quintos Hit a Baby, and they're trying to figure out if they can do 20 episodes of that.
Okay.
That's what it's about. They're trying to figure out, I don't know. I think it's Sliding Doors.
Is it weird that he's gay in it?
He's gay in it?
Is he?
I don't think so.
Oh. Is
he gay? Aaron, he is gay in real life, but that doesn't mean he always plays gay characters. In fact, he rarely does.
He does,
Maybe never.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I hope he's gay, because I love seeing gay people hit kids.
Me too. It is funny.
But in the slap, the kid deserves it, right?
Yeah. Yep. Also, why is
it called the slap?
It's the word. It couldn't be a worse title.
It's worse than Zaxby's or whatever that thing is.
Zogby Zoo. So,
Huckabee said this.
Yes, this is also
interesting. Does he just get a crate out and just stand in the hallway and
just
yell this stuff?
This, according to the Huffington Post, this is the exact same argument. So Huckabee is obviously from Arkansas. This is the exact same argument that another Arkansas governor used in 1957 when he didn't want to integrate schools.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so he's in great company.
I love when they're like, oh, by the way, this argument you're using?
Yep.
Also for,
That governor's name was Orville.
Redenbacher?
No! The only other Orville was not a good Orville. Orville Faubus. I know. Orville Faubus.
Do you think he couldn't say his name right because his neck fat was just like...
Yeah, probably.
Because he just had so much butter in his throat, and he was just like... His name was really like Orville Faye or something.
Yeah, and he was like... Orville. So he closed all the schools in Little Rock for a year.
A year?
Yeah, so that the schools wouldn't be integrated. Which is so... I never even knew that had happened. In Florida, also, like you had mentioned, several counties have...
It is so childish. Yeah. It is what it's a 2-year-old tactic.
Well, that's exactly the same kind of tactic, as the Huffington Post points out, that anti-gay politicians and officials are trying to do with the gay marriage thing. Like, great. If you guys want it, no one can have it. If you're getting it, no one's getting it. So in Florida, several counties have canceled all courthouse weddings for straight or gay couples.
This is in Alabama.
This is now in Florida. Several counties have completely... Yeah. So, in South Carolina, there's a bill that would revoke the salary of government employees if they allow a gay or lesbian person to marry.
So if someone on their watch gets married who's a gay or lesbian, they basically get fired. They can keep their job, but they don't get money.
They don't get money. So they would still show up for work every day.
Right.
And in Oklahoma, Representative Todd Russ put forth a proposal that would prohibit state officials from issuing marriage licenses altogether. And under his proposal, state officials who do issue a marriage license to any couple, gay or straight, would go to jail for a year.
Why can't one person in the South just be like, I'm going to shock you, I'm going to do the right thing?
I know. And by the way,
these are all Southern,
and they're all Southern states. That's absolutely correct. And
deep South, not like, this isn't Santa Fe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's so crazy about this is none of this stuff will actually be allowed to happen. It's just scare tactics, and it's such a shitty, horrible thing to do.
What is it about the South? It has to be slavery that makes people think this way. The fact that slavery existed down there and people were okay with it, it has traversed...
And that it's part of their history that many embrace.
Yeah.
And not... I mean, and not in the right way. Yeah, exactly. They're not embracing it to be educated by it.
Don't you think it's insane that in Germany they teach the Holocaust as if it's something they can never do again? And here we're like, oh, slavery. Anyway.
Yeah.
Then we built the Panama Canal.
Yeah. Well, I think it must have something to do with maybe the heat.
Oh, if you can't take the heat, get out of the South.
Well, it can affect your brain. Did you ever hear of
jalapenos?
Hot.
Cat on a hot tin roof?
The South is very hot.
Yes.
And imagine... Did you ever see the This Is Your Brain on Drugs commercial with the frying egg? So imagine that in your head every day. They don't even need to do drugs.
They can't think straight.
No.
They're so angry because they're sweating through their suits.
I don't know what this all comes from. I think it just comes from...
Name another hot state. Well, by that logic, then everyone would
Mexico.
Everyone would go bonkers in the north when it gets hot. Right?
I guess there's no logic to it. They're just primitive, horrible places to be, I guess. I don't know. I wish I could end this on a positive. I could prank call him a Jim and Annie.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, ring, ring.
Hello. This is Jim and Nancy. Wait, what's her name?
Forget it. She's back. Can you believe it?
Oh, I love that she's back.
I can't even believe she went to go visit.
Oh my God, is so excited about MailChimp.
There's a dog here, and she got so excited
because she knows the animal with the chimps.
Absolutely, honey. MailChimp is back. She dusted off that. She unloaded her tote bag.
Boop, 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 boop,
she got back from vacation. She took off her sunglasses. Those banana earrings are at this point on the floor. Her sun hat is right on the dresser.
She was off. She was gallivanting. She was everywhere. She was probably with Milan Paris.
Who knows where she was traveling the world, and she came back and she said, "I've got to pay a visit to Throwing Shade."
Well, I know where she was.
Where?
She was with Serial.
She was with Serial. She was with Sarah Koenig.
She was camping all over the place.
She spends the fall there. She spends the winter with us because she likes fun.
Yeah.
She likes to have fun.
Yeah.
MailChimp, celebrating creativity, chaos, and teamwork since 2001.
What is MailChimp, Brian?
We don't even have to discuss it. Did you know that?
What?
We no longer have to discuss what it is. But... if we choose to, we can. MailChimp is an easy way to help design email newsletters and then share them on social networks. And you can integrate them with your existing mailing services, and you can track the results.
It is so by the way, we use MailChimp here on the show.
I use MailCrimp on my hair.
That's right. And we love it. We love the people at MailChimp. We love her herself, MailChimp herself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did we ever give her a name?
No, but I don't think we're allowed to.
Right. MailChimp.
She's just her. She's MailChimp. Her. So go get it.
Before I get into my shoe, I just want to say shout out to The Economist, who after 120... Sorry. I'll just start it over.
Sure.
Ready? Nah. Okay. Before I get to my shoe, quick shout out to The Economist, who, after only 172 years, finally appointed a female editor.
They've been around for 172 years?
Can you believe it? Her name is Zanny Minton. Zanny Minton Beddoes.
No, they didn't. That's an imposter.
Her name.
No, I
Zanny
know.
Minton
but that's clearly a man who had to think of a woman's name on the spot.
Oh, I see. He couldn't.
He's an imposter. He went in disguise. I love it. Congratulations to The Economist. About time.
I'd like to talk about the Pain-Capable Unborn Child Protection Act. Whoa, it's too many words. Get it together, Republicans.
That's a lot.
So it's not enough that in last year alone, states have passed 231 reproductive rights restrictions, which is more than all of the 2000s. Okay. So Congress is rolling up its sleeves and getting work done now that they have a majority. Mm-hmm. And they're starting this wrong-headed fight to roll back all of everything that Roe versus Wade did. One of these efforts, as I mentioned earlier, the Pain-Capable Unborn Child Protection Act. Now, I think they make them so long so that you have to really emphasize when you say every word.
I don't even the pain-capable?
It is basically the idea that at 20 weeks, a fetus can feel pain. And so they don't want any abortions to happen after 20 weeks.
Isn't it amazing, first of all, that every year there's something new that a fetus can do, feel, hear, smell. It's so crazy.
I saw one in the Olympics, the Winter Olympics.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just sliding down the luge or whatever. What is the thing?
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Luge.
So this act, which would ban all abortions at 20 weeks, including incest, including rape, unless if you got raped and then you went to the police and reported it, then you would be given an exception by the state to have your abortion.
Oh, well, that sounds easy.
Yeah, super easy. Sponsored by human chihuahua Trent Lott.
At least it has a sponsor.
Yeah.
Oh, Trent Lott?
Yeah, Trent Lott.
Isn't that funny, though? Trent Reznor is not Trent Lott.
That's so funny. I'd like to see those two guys do a comedy show.
Me too.
Yeah.
That'd be so funny.
That would be so funny. They kind of maybe look at the same now.
I feel a little bit like they do, and that is ultimately
Trent Lott in a black tee.
Yeah.
It might be a little Trent Reznor-y.
Trent Lott also sounds like
Trenta?
Air Austin Powers.
Austin Powers.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. How?
Well, because wasn't there someone's name like something with a lot of vagina? I think was one of the characters.
Oh, a lot of vagina.
Yeah, so that's funny because Trent Lott.
I see. Yes. Now
or Big Lots.
One of the finest.
Thank you.
Finest things you've ever pulled out of your butt. Yeah.
Thank you. I am on Sudafed again.
Oh, you are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You got sick again. I don't understand.
I don't want to make this about me.
I don't understand why you keep drinking the cold infused coffees that I'm giving
either.
you.
I think being in the garbage today helps though.
Yes. It might actually help your immune system. You can fight off all those scabies. So this act was they pulled it from voting because of Renee Elmers, who is a GOP representative, probably from the Glue Legacy. I don't know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You might remember her. I talked about her last year.
It does sound familiar. She's
on the Republican Women's Policy Committee and was having a talk with Republican men about what they can do to make sure that their message is more
inclusive,
relatable, and inclusive to women. And she said, and this was her quote, "Men do tend to talk about things on a much higher level. Many of my male colleagues, when they go to the House floor, they've got some pie chart or graph behind them, and they're talking about trillions of dollars and how, the debt is awful. And, we all agree with that." So her point being, stop with the pie charts.
Pie charts.
Yeah.
Pie charts make everyone smarter.
No more math, guys.
Yep.
And language that I understand.
If I honestly
verbs.
If I ever showed up anywhere with a pie chart, wouldn't you just laugh me off the stage?
Yeah.
Because, who am I?
First of all, I'd be like, what are you doing on my stage?
Yeah,
you know what
true.
I mean?
I would interrupt your show.
This is my clarinet recital.
Your one-woman show. Your clarinet recital.
I got to prove that I still got it.
I would love to throw a recital for myself. I would love it.
Can you imagine
doing everything I've always singing, playing the piano, doing a tap dance, lip syncing.
If you don't book 30 minutes at some theater and just show us all you've got,
all of my every talent I have, a monologue.
I would do modern dance to Natural Woman because I have that routine in my head.
Oh, modern dance.
Yeah, modern dance, Natural Woman.
That's great.
I would do clarinet.
I would snap.
Oh, I'd draw.
Yeah.
I'm a very good artist.
Oh, I want to have a recital.
Okay, we should just a recital for the two of us.
Yeah.
So Renee made enemies last week when she raised some concerns over the language of the, let's call it the Pacuppa.
Oh, sure.
Just to shorten it. Yeah.
The pain capes.
Yeah, the pain capes. She had some concern over the language about the rape exemptions and the fact that women had to go to the police before they could get this exemption.
Unbelievable.
Also, the language about women whose lives are who are being endangered by the fact that they're actually pregnant. They can't get late-term abortions, even though it would save their life. They have to wait till it's very, very complicated.
What world is this?
Yeah. And if you're a victim of incest, good luck to you. Try to prove it, right? Then go to the police if you can. I don't know. It could be your dad or your uncle, and you could be held in a basement or something. I don't know. So she was like, guys, let's take a second, man. Let's take a second, bro. We just got this majority. Let's not like blow our load coming out the gates punching. So, she wasn't the only Republican woman to raise these concerns, but she was singled out for some reason as the she was like the figurehead.
The witch.
Yeah. Burner!
Yeah.
Carol Tobias, who is the dictator of the National Right to Life organization, she released a statement that said, she warned that some of these lawmakers may ultimately conclude that they were ill-advised to sacrifice the trust of their pro-life constituents so egregiously. Now, I love that she learned how to use a thesaurus. Number
Me too.
one.
I was about to say that this is thesaurus.com behavior.
Very, very. I'd like to see her threaten someone like that quickly in real life. I bet she's not so eloquent. I think it's funny because in my mind, Renee Elmers is trying to, in her way, help women who are actually in a very, very dire situation, which would be since we're more than half the population, part of her constituency. But Carol, she does have a short cropped hair, and I think she does a sponge curler, so she might have them in too tight at night.
I'm already so jealous.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just a sponge. Have you ever slept on a sponge curler?
Yeah, every night.
Oh, it's the lumpiest, sweetest.
It doesn't feel great, but it looks wonderful.
Looks so good in the morning.
Die out. All these people just need to die out.
They are slowly.
It's over, guys. Just shut the fuck up.
Oh.
So crazy.
So, wait. So this, by the way, Renee Elmers is a Tea Party candidate. She's a Tea Party candidate.
And she's like,
and they're attacking her.
Right, yeah.
For being...
They think she's like Patti Smith.
A tiny bit logical. Yeah, exactly. Editor-in-chief at Red State, which I don't give a fuck. Eat my butt. I don't care. Eric Erickson, a man so fun they named him twice.
Yeah.
He called Wendy... So he famously called Wendy Davis abortion Barbie.
That's good.
So
I like
funny.
that.
Barbie can't have an abortion because she doesn't have a vagina.
That's fine.
I've checked.
Yeah.
It's just a waxy, shiny, plastic, flat surface.
Yeah.
She barely has frontal things. She doesn't have a butt.
I don't think Ken has underwear, but not a penis.
Ken has a bulge.
Yeah. Oh, he does.
He has a bulge and no butthole.
Oh, right.
He has a bulge, but no butthole. That was, if you go to all the Barbie, all the Mattel, like all their if you go to their minutes, you'll see that was one of the
that was one of the conversations.
We're interested in bulges, but not buttholes.
Yep.
And on Barbie, we're interested in creases,
one
but
hole.
not crevices.
Didn't she have one hole? Didn't she have a hole? No, nothing.
When?
I don't know. I thought maybe
You can make a hole.
I might have dug that hole in her.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Heat up a screwdriver and stick it up there. Give her what she deserves.
I might have dug that hole.
And that's a vagina.
Yeah.
You can absolutely. I do encourage all girls to give their Barbies vaginas. It's necessary and it's the right thing to do.
Or just take a Sharpie and just do little dots.
But that's just pubic hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know the difference between vaginas and pubic hair?
Not really.
Okay.
Vaginas are black and curly, right?
Yeah, you got it. So Eric Erickson went back to the drawing board with his whole abortion Barbie nickname and found one just as good for Renee Elmers. And it's this. The GOP abortion Barbie.
Are you kidding?
That guy knows how to spend time on
He's
something.
quick.
He cracked the code.
I cannot believe
How is he not in
this.
advertising?
Of his own party. He's classic.
Said that she was as
Donner
bad as
Pass. He is Donner Pass.
What is Donner Pass?
Donner Pass was a horrible fairy tale about, it's actually happened in real life, people trying to cross to the west.
Oh, I know this.
And then they cannibalized each other. Turned on each other like this. He is Donner.
Isn't that what Oregon Trail's about?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's their legacy.
The Donner Party.
Yeah, the Donner Party.
That's always my reservation when I call.
They immediately were like, oh God, we're gonna make it there a week late. Just started eating each other.
Survive?
A few people survived. Yeah,
they did.
Yeah.
How did they decide who to eat? Whoever died first?
Old women and children, mostly.
No.
Yeah.
They ate their meatballs?
I think it was mostly who died. I can't remember if they actually killed anybody.
How does someone die in a week?
It was longer.
A week?
Yeah. It was longer than that. They froze to death. They did everything wrong. And you know what? It really is
because they didn't know.
It's the moral fable for the new
millennium?
Yes.
Year?
Because what it says is always stick together. Don't separate. Because that's all they did. They separated. They did everything wrong. Great minds think alike.
Yes. And that's why all those minds ate each other. What's so fucked up is that she's getting attacked at all for doing something that, as far as her voting record is concerned, is so logical. She's a hardcore pro-lifer.
Right.
She led the charge against the ACA mandating insurance companies cover pregnancy-related health care, saying that a man has never delivered a baby, which is her explanation of why should men have to cover pregnancies when they don't.
Isn't it crazy when people take your own logic and then spin it? Like when I came out and my parents said, well, why don't you just be more open-minded?
It doesn't make
you're just it's such a mind fuck that you're just I don't.
When have men ever delivered a baby? When have I ever driven all the way down Sunset Boulevard? I haven't used that whole fucking street. I pay taxes for that street to be upkept. You know what I mean?
You don't drive down Sunset Boulevard on weekend and put the top down and
to see the sunset?
Take your tops off.
Do you know why
go to Malibu?
It's named that? Because you drive into the sunset. It's the end of the road. It drives all the way into the sunset.
Oh yeah, because you go straight to the beat. It's what's awful though if you're
the Don Henley song.
That, but you know what? You're not going to believe it. It's a good thing you don't drive all the way to Sunset because your car always ends up in the ocean.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good point. Yeah.
Every time I've driven down Sunset Boulevard, I do need to buy a new car practically immediately because my car's in the middle of the Pacific.
Well, you know what they should do for you? Well, two things. There's two options. A, Kia finally builds a car dealership near the ocean so you can just hop in another one. Yeah. Two, you just start breaking into cars.
Kia. Yeah, Kia's a nice name for a pet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kia. Yeah. So my point being that there's a lot of stuff that I pay for that I don't necessarily use that is for the good of the world, and I don't fucking go around going well, I don't use this, so I'm not paying for it.
Exactly.
Sorry that, again, my point, you don't want to pay for babies?
Yeah.
Fine. When you're old and you're shitting in your fucking wheelchair, that young person does not owe you the courtesy of a butt wipe.
I'm not going in Echo Park Lake on those fucking paddle boats, but I guess I paid for it.
You
did. To deal with it.
Yeah, and all those fucking lilies and all those frogs and everything living off my money.
But that's the contract we make as American citizens.
Thank you. You didn't sign it when you were born, but you signed it with your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could work on that.
Yeah.
So she also so I like that. This is a side note, but Joan Walsh at Slate uses the word male hysteria to really sum up what's happening with these guys, that they can't fucking believe that a woman in their own party would dare to question the language that they
Burn
decided.
The witch. Yeah.
That's her whole fucking job on this committee.
A Stranger Among Us. Did you ever see that movie with Melanie Griffith playing an Hasidic Jew?
Oh, is that where she calls upstairs and he's like, I'm in the house?
No, but that's a good movie too. That's When a Stranger Calls.
Wait, why does she play a Hasidic Jew?
Because there's a crime in the
I've
Hasidic
never
Jewish...
seen someone look less like a Hasidic Jew.
It really was problematic casting.
Yeah.
It got off on the wrong foot.
Didn't she have to play a German in a movie? I also didn't buy
Shining
her in
Through.
That. Yeah. So she does good things, but not that.
Not those.
Yeah. You think her daughter's going to be good in 50 Shades?
I feel like that's a trick question.
Oh my God.
I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes.
Did you read the interview with the woman who directed it?
No.
She did Nowhere Boy with the movie about one of the Beatles, John Lennon.
Oh, uh-huh.
Is that the name of the movie?
Maybe. I didn't see it.
She basically, the headline I saw was that she was fighting with E.L. Stein or whatever her name is, E.L. Fudd, the whole time about... Because I guess because so the woman's British who's directed it, and I can't remember her name.
Yeah.
Believe it. But she said that E.L. Fudd kept saying that she knew movies because her favorite movie were like
Twilight, right?
Like not even like Groundhog Day. She named like Casablanca, like, and there was some she was like, oh, I like the sex scenes and like whatever, insert French esoteric movie. Sure. And then E.L. Fudd would go, well, I like All the President's Men.
Right. She's like, what are you talking about?
I'm not doing it justice, but it was really funny.
Have you been watching The Fall?
No, I heard it's really good.
So good.
Yeah.
So the main guy in 50 Shades is the main guy in The Fall, and he's like amazing. So he's a great actor.
If this movie fails, it's E.L. Fudd's fault.
For sure,
it's not anybody else.
It failed from the beginning.
Yeah, exactly. I am going to see it on February 15th.
Me too.
Elmer's is also a co-sponsor of the Sanctity of Human Rights Act, which would grant personhood status to a fetus from the time of fertilization.
Know all about it.
She voted to...
No,
What does that mean?
No, that it's
Are
a
you
horrible.
A part of it?
Personhood?
Yeah.
No. Yes. Oh. Yes, I am. Yeah. But my original concept was just to give everyone a hood.
Oh, I see.
Do you know what I mean?
Like Little Red Riding Hood?
Yeah.
Or Stevie Nicks? Which one?
Like Stevie Nicks.
Okay.
A witch hood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So everyone can do like a very sexy, like,
exactly.
peek. Yeah.
Yep. Just peek through.
She voted against the Violence Against Women Reauthorization Act of 2013. Blah, 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 blah. She has done everything in her power to be like, not really into women, not really into women's reproductive rights. So the fact that she even spoke out, because it's part of her job on this Republican Women's Policy Committee, is to say to them, guys, let's think about how you're saying this and let's talk about it so that we don't have a problem like we did 4 years ago or 3 years ago during the election when we fucked everything up.
Oh, they will again.
They're just...
It's done. I mean, they can't count on women. They can't count on gay people. They can't count on any minority. It's impossible for them to win.
They're just hanging themselves. Yeah. I do feel bad for Renee Elmers. I kind of feel like this is, in the moment of movies, this will be her moment where she's realized her whole life has been a fraud and she's committed herself to monsters. Hopefully.
Yeah, except that she's done everything wrong except this one tiny little thing.
Yeah, she got fucking villainized. She's gonna lose her seat. That's what they're saying. She's going to lose her seat because everyone's like, question us, you're out. It's literally mean girl behavior. I also find it, I never quite understand why Republican men and conservatives spend so much time on anti-abortion policy when there are 16 million kids living in poverty in the United States. So until there are 0 children living in poverty, I don't buy their rhetoric that they fucking care about children. Sorry. You're a fucking liar. This anti-abortion fits so perfectly in in the Republican, in their platform, because it's something that makes them look morally superior, and and in a way it saves people money. They don't have to raise taxes for it because it's all restrictions. It's not like taking more taxes in to help children in poverty. It's a perfect platform for them. So that's why they harp on it. Not because they give two fucking shits.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's really, really so horrible. And I don't know. I hope this doesn't last for too much longer. But, you know, if it does, it does. That's the world I'll live in. I don't care. You know?
I think you do care.
Not really.
When I have a prediction, when the Republicans are on their way out, you will see reality shows also. I feel like they're connected.
How?
Because it's all dumb shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay, sure.
I'll say same thing to reality shows as I would to the Republicans. Good job being an idiot, dummy.
Oh, yeah. God, you will have the last laugh, Aaron, with that line.
And I won't say it right.
You will absolutely. You'll have the last
Try
laugh.
to decipher it.
Yeah.
Because I said it all wrong in that sentence.
That'll be the headline in Variety and in The Economist.
Brian, we got a jumbo.
Yay!
Okay, this is for a Kickstarter. This is from one of our listeners who is a single gay father and a huge fan of the show. He's going to be traveling to Italy for 3 months studying the art and architecture of Italy.
Ooh.
And getting his groove back after losing Eat, Pray, Love style. Oh. This is your opportunity to get
that was so insincere.
But I actually, here's the thing. Eat, Pray, Love style, I get it.
I do too, and I applaud it. You should.
I love it. Okay. This is your opportunity to get some amazing artwork made from an incredible place and time in my life. Help a sister out and go to kickstarter.com/search-for-meaning-in-Italy. Search for meaning in Italy. There's all dashes.
Just use the dashes.
I'm sure if you Google that, it'll also come up. And
you know what?
you'll get some artwork from our beautiful listener who is a single gay father, redefining himself and living his truth.
I have to say, there is something really nice about collecting a piece of art from someone who was on like a journey, and this is a moment for them.
Oh, well, you absolutely know there's something
actually
in
really
it,
cool.
You know?
I'll be buying a piece. Kickstarter.com/search-for-meaning/
No,
in
all
Italy.
dashes.
Yeah.
Kickstarter.com/search-for-meaning-in/Italy. Yeah, you almost you guys get it.
Yeah. Throwing Shade is brought to you in part by Squarespace, the all-in-one website platform that makes building your own website simple and easy.
So easy. Don't go to Square Circle.
No. Or Circle in the Square.
Don't do that. That's not what we're saying. Squarespace is the only place where you can make websites really easy. Brian, you made your website.
Squarespace has I did my website?
Yeah, curls.com.
Curls.com. KERLZ. I made it so that it wouldn't be the first way.
It's not intuitive, yeah.
Exactly. You have to really think about it. Squarespace has beautiful templates, integration with Google Apps and Getty Images, and has responsive design. For Aaron, this is the great part. For This Dog Is Eating Paper. For a free trial and 10% off the first order, go to squarespace.com. That dog is eating paper. Go to squarespace.com and enter the code SHADE. Squarespace.com, SHADE, 10%
That's all you have to do. And
build your own website. Eat some paper. Aaron, your website should be called The Dog in This Studio Is Eating Our Fucking Paper. We got some tweets.
We did, and the dog didn't eat him. By the way, one of our DPs, Double Penetrations, had brought her dog today. Mm-hmm. Sweet little Calhoun.
And this dog has been eating our paper.
All the paper.
Like
a Shredder. Or like Shredder from Turtles.
Oh, he actually looks like Shredder from Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, he does, because of that metal mask they put on him.
Yeah. At BB Boy Belinsky says, I actually survived another week of uni. Oh, he's from over there. I actually survived another week of uni, which means I get to reward myself with a new Throwing Shade on the Victory bus ride home. Congratulations, mate.
That's Australian, right?
Oh, I was trying to do Britain.
Oh, yeah.
But I think the Australians say that too.
Never try to do Britain. Okay. Let Britain do you.
At Meadowlark92 says, reading the Amazon reviews of Feminism, The Ugly Truth, inspired by Aaron, made my day.
I have one. I was actually going to read it. Oh, you have one too?
I pulled up. Which one are you pulling out?
This one's called Deception.
Okay, no, I have a different one. Go ahead.
By the way, Mike Huckabee found me out.
Not Mike Huckabee.
Sorry.
I know. I forget his name, but it's not Mike Huckabee.
No, what is his name?
It is.
Yeah,
I don't remember it.
It's Mike Huckabee.
It is? Mike Huckabee? Mike something.
It doesn't fucking matter. Anyway, he found me out. Wrote a very... And then, by the way, if you go on Amazon, you'll see there's 3 new positive reviews talking about how juvenile we all are.
Oh, great.
So, great. Good job. We still win. So... okay, here's mine. This is by Amy C. It's called Deception. Based on the cover, purchased this book believing it was a form of 30 Days of Night fan fiction depicting a recently turned Jackie Stallone. Color me embarrassed.
It's great. This one is from someone named David. And he wrote this on that Amazon page. Not enough history, in my humble opinion. Let's start at the start. The Bible. Back in the garden when it was all lions and lambs and trolls getting along, man was made first, then Eve. Genesis put women in their place. They stayed there until the 20th century when women began wearing clam digger pants and voting to kill babies, some of which survived to become little girls who played with troll dolls. Which is wonderful. Now look where we are. I wish this book talked more about how we got here. Away from the biblical days of marital rape and fairy tales about trolls eating little girls with too much gumption. Good cover, though. Great.
There were so many that were just pictures of trolls' butts, troll doll butts.
So good. You can follow. Funny. Okay, I can't believe I can't remember that dude's name.
I think it's Mike Huckabee.
It is. Is it?
No, it's not Mike Huckabee. Why?
Well, that's the governor of Arkansas.
No, it's like Holcomb or something.
It is
Mike. Hobolajo. I can't believe I wrote it so many times. I know.
I'm going to find out his name right now. You'd say,
but here's the thing: if you want to keep writing,
Mike Buchanan.
Mike Buchanan. That's what it is. Okay, if you want to keep writing reviews, the book is "Feminism: The Ugly Truth." It is on Amazon.
With the most terrifying book cover I've ever seen in my life.
My friend Sean said it was the first thing he saw in the morning, and it scared him all day.
It's terrifying. Have you guys seen it?
It's a full
This is the cover of the book "Feminism: The Ugly Truth."
It's so awful.
It's like Annabelle, that movie Annabelle. It's that.
It's worse than Annabelle. Yeah. It's like if you thought Thriller was scary, you've not seen nothing.
Horrifying.
Yeah, horrifying.
You can follow. Oh wait, were you saying?
So if you want to still write reviews, go ahead and do it. There's, please, the more the merrier on Amazon.com. I don't even care if this guy gets pissed. I just want to make him
Yeah.
I just want to give him something to do.
He's a horrible person. You can follow us on Twitter. Oh, William Sonoma's having a flash sale.
Okay, I'm at Gibblertron.
It's Safi. You can
What's
email
a flash
us.
Sale?
What is that?
If you don't get in it on it, it's
show
gone?
Your penis? You could.
No, you have to bring a flash drive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You can email us at shadethrowing@gmail.com.
You can also check out our Instagram, which is at TSPod.
Yep.
And we also have at TSPod_quotes on Twitter.
Our wonderful internist, Caroline Reston, who came again today.
I
just watched that dog eat paper.
She didn't eat any of the paper.
She didn't eat any of the paper. And
wait, do you want to say hi?
Oh, yeah. Do you want to say hi again, Caroline? Caroline's coming up to the microphone.
Don't worry. She's coming.
Hello.
Oh, new voice today.
Every time.
Also, thanks to Sean Burpee and Kristen Rossi, who
are the king and queen of gifts. And also, thank you to all of our donors. I don't know if everyone knows this, but we are donor-based, not blood money.
No, we
and
are
not blood money.
No.
Blood, period, money.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And, I was going to say something else, maybe about...
Jackie Stallone?
No, what was it? I don't remember. I saw Under the Skin that was really good. I don't
mind ending the shows with nice recommendations.
The Bachelor and Under the Skin.
No, just do one nice one. The Bachelor. No one needs... Have you heard of The Bachelor? It's this new underground show that no one's watching.
Watch Under the Skin. It's on Amazon Prime right now. It's Scarlett Johansson, and they did a good job.
They did. And Brian was so respectful. He cleaned all the earwax out of his ear while
I was saying that. I got to get to that flash sale, so you better hurry it
up. Don't forget to go to iTunes, rate our podcast. A lot of people are just writing cappuccino. That's fine with me.
Fine with me.
And we'll see you next week, honey bun.
Bye, honey bun.
Hey, this is Pop Rocket. We're your source for all pop culture information.
It's an intellectual and incredibly snark-filled discussion about pop culture by 5 cranky Hollywood 30-somethings. No name-calling, no rudeness, just straight talk and a lot of role play.
I'm only 30-something for another year.
Me too. And I don't tell anybody I'm 30-something.
Pop Rocket comes out every week from MaximumFun.org.
Whether you're on break from your job, manning the water slide, or you're sailing down the French Riviera, there's no better way to fill the lazy summer hours than with my brother and me.
You can sip on a cool lemonade and sip on some goofs. I'm allergic to lemonade.
Nobody's allergic to goofs. We're 3 brothers, and we help people with their problems that they have, like not having any podcasts to listen to or lemon allergy.
Well, not really help so much.
But we don't hurt.
We do actually hurt sometimes. You can listen to it every Monday. It's an hour long, and we make jokes for you to listen to.
Some are even as funny as this has been.
Every Monday on MaximumFun.org.
Catch it!
MaximumFun.org.
Comedy and culture.
Artist owned.
Listener supported.